What's up, guys? Today we're on the Taiwan server taking a look at the Warlock. I'm in the Vulture and Raptor's digs over in the Scorching Sand, just trying out some of the farm runs here and going through some of the builds and stuff. So I figured I'd show it off while I'm doing it, talk a little about the Warlock. I'm working on learning it, working my way through it. So if anyone's got any questions or anything, I'll feel free to, ask them and I'll try to answer them. But so we'll go over the build real quick. I actually have 3 points in Dimensional Bullet right now. Not actually, not actually necessary, believe it or not. We don't actually get to use this. Things kind of just die before we get to them. But basically what this does is, you can see it turns it into an AoE, 3-meter range, and it also gives us 10% lifesteal. So it's pretty strong, but like I said, things kind of just die before I get to use it. So let's take a look at a couple skills we do use. Rupture, I have 2 points into it right now. Causes it to do a lot more damage, as you can see. And it also makes it cost 2 focus, which won't be a problem. We'll have plenty of focus to spare. And it removes the cooldown, so we have no cooldown on that as well. Our biggest tool, I suppose, is right here, Bounded Field. We've got 3 points on the left side. And what this is going to do is it no longer just roots mobs once. It creates a field on the ground that as mobs walk into it, they'll all get rooted, and it'll continuously reapply that AoE root. Also bleed, so it'll stack up to 5 times with that. And the biggest thing right here, we've got 50% lifesteal added on to it. Now this ticks every time the field ticks on every single mob. This means you basically never run out of health, ever, no matter what. This is our full lifesteal right here. This will keep us topped off the entire run. You can see I have a couple other points. One in block, one in escape. These are kind of just random points I don't really need. One in protection charm. It's just kind of spares I have, because I really only need 2 points here. And we're going with the Dark Flare Dragon. And 1 point here for Spirit Surge. Normally you'd put another point here. I was actually trying out, this is the pre-nerfed version of the Warlock, and we're going to have the nerfed version of the Warlock on NA when it does come to us. So this actually gets nerfed and removes flat lifesteal, changing it to lifesteal on crits. So I was just trying to see how the sustain was without it, and the Bounded Field sustain is very, very, very good. So this isn't even really needed. So we could, take 1 point, toss it in here. You can see it increases the damage just off of that. And that damage increase is still there on NA. So basically what we're going to look to do is round them up. We're going to drop our Bounded Field on them. Everything's going to walk into there, get stuck. We're going to Spirit Surge. It has a 1-second cast. After that second, it'll fire forward 16 meters, damage all the mobs in front of us. And the biggest thing is it gives us 3 demon orbs, and we're able to use Rupture after it makes contact with an enemy every single time. And don't forget, we put 2 points in Rupture, which allows us to use Rupture without a cooldown. So basically, Spirit Surge is going to go off. We're going to use Dark Flare Dragon. This costs 3 demon orbs to use. No focus, no chi. So we'll use Dark Flare Dragon, then we'll use our F Rupture. Now, Spirit Surge will also go off 2 more times afterwards. About 2 seconds after. I'm not quite sure on the timing yet, but it'll fire twice more, each hit giving us 3 demon orbs. So let's go ahead and reset this place real quick. Just finished up doing a run here, so this is just like a normal farming route that I would do while speed leveling. I will optimize the build a little more as we continue on, and I'll have one ready for release. I do plan on speed leveling the Warlock again, just like I did the Destroyer, so it's just the same as normal. If you want to see how to do this one or any other speed leveling spots, I do have a video that you guys can check out. Well, this is a good point here. We can do our backstep. But that's about the only movement cooldown Warlocks have. Not really, I couldn't really find any movement speed increases, no kind of charges or anything, but it's kind of to be expected with the range class. But kind of get them all, bound up with our 2, use our V, follow up with our 4, and our F. Everything kind of just falls over. Pretty simple, right? Yeah, like I said, I don't even really need to use my right mouse button Dimensional Bullet. If they hadn't died, using Dark Flare Dragon actually marks our target, giving us the ability to instant cast Dimensional Bullet on it, which, don't forget, is an AoE and lifesteal. So it is really strong, but as you saw there, we didn't really need it. We'll do another pull here to finish out the run, but everything kind of just it just dies. It's pretty satisfying to watch, and the visual effects of this class are really something else. They're great. I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask, well, why not, use your pet? Pet's great too. Does lots of AoE damage, all that, but this seems to be the quickest and most efficient. You'll find that just simply turn around and hit a few buttons and they're all dead, just like that. But yeah, so we do have the pet, like I mentioned. He has both command attack, where he'll jump in. You can expect that to be an AoE knockback, an AoE taunt, or an AoE stun. We also have the pet call, where you'll have to be standing still, but if you're standing still, you can call the pet on top of you. This does a lot of damage as well. He's got an AoE field, where he pulls in all the mobs as well, so pet's really great as well. But like I said, you can feel free to use it. It just felt quicker for me to do it this way. It gives me the most sustain. I don't have to walk into the mobs to call the pet on top of me to do damage. If you want more CC, you could spec into Border Slash, get longer knockdown, stun and daze. There's tons of options you have with this. You could put points into Circle Protection for healing, put points in Protection Charm for healing, and in Vuln. Like I said, just tons and tons of options with this class. You could try to one-shot them with Raging Spirit. Tons and tons of AoE options with this class. So I'm really looking forward to finishing out this build, and when it comes to NA, I'm really looking forward to bringing it to you guys, showing you guys what it can do. I am still learning with this class. I'm on Taiwan with 250 to 300 ping on average. I'm trying to do my best to level it as far as I can, possibly get some PvP out of it. But I am learning the class. I'm not an expert by any means. I'm just watching as many videos as I can to learn. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them below the video. I'll try to answer best I can. I'll get on here, test them out for you. Whatever you need, feel free to ask. But no questions. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.